Welcome to this Fundamentals Lesson Plan series on building documentation, sections, and elevations. In this video, we'll take a look at adding slope indicators for roof elements and also adding dimension annotations so we understand the scale of these elevation views. This is video 8 of 9. My name is John Harridge, and I will be your host for today's lesson. Let's review the learning objectives for video 8. At the end of this lesson, you will be able to add slope indicators to an exterior elevation view. Next, we'll edit and position those slope indicators and also modify its text value locations. And then finally, we'll wrap up by adding annotation dimensions to an exterior elevation view. With that, let's get started. Let's begin the exercise by opening up an existing file. Go ahead and click Open and navigate to your tutorial directory. Let's open up Building Documents Exercise 08. So this is the elevation view that we'll be adding the slope indicators and dimensions to. If you would please, let's go ahead and zoom into the top part of the elevation view. Like I said, we want to place a slope indicator to help contractors understand what the slope of that roof is. So that is a common drafting convention, if you will. So we can do that by selecting the Annotation tab. In the Dimension panel, you'll see a Spot Slope tool. If we go ahead and left click to select that, on the options bar you have different representations, either arrow or triangle, and then we can also specify the offset value from the model element. In this case, let's go ahead and set that offset to 1/8 inch. Move your cursor into the canvas window. The slope indicator will not, preview or display itself until you actually hover on a roof element. And I just noticed that we forgot to change the style to triangle. So let me go back up to the options bar to do that. And then when you hover on the edge of the roof, you left click to set the starting location, but then it also requires a second click to actually set the side of the edge that you wish to locate the slope indicator. So if you drag your cursor up above and left click, it does set and locate the slope indicator above the roof edge. Let's go ahead and do that for the adjacent roof slope. Left click to set the location or position, and then left click above the roof to actually set its orientation. You'll notice it has flip grips in case you make a mistake. All right, let's go ahead and tag the next roof. I guess before we do that, let's go ahead and reposition the text. You'll notice that with the slope indicator still highlighted, there are shape handles for the text, and you can relocate them as need be, so they're not stacked on top of each other. All right, now we'll go ahead and create another slope indicator at this location, and we'll add just one more. Left click to locate, and then drag your cursor up and left click to set its orientation. I'll zoom out so we can see the overall elevation view. I'll select Modify to end the slope indicator tool. And last, to wrap this up, we'll go ahead and place a continuous annotation dimension series on the left side of the elevation view. So again, from the Annotation tab, go ahead and select Aligned Dimension tool. And we want to start from the footing of the elevation. Left click to place a witness line at that bottom edge. Left click to place another witness line. So we're dimensioning the footing. Next, we'll place a witness line at the ground floor level datum. We'll go ahead and specify the height of the stone wall. Next, we'll call out the top of the foundation wall. Go ahead and specify the sill height of the window above. Go ahead and tag the second floor and then the third floor. Go ahead and drag your cursor off to the left and left click to actually place the continuous dimension string. Go ahead and select modify to end the dimension command. Now, if I drag the level marker up, I just was curious to know what would happen to some of these relationships. So not all the walls repaired with the new locations of the roofs, but I was primarily using this to demonstrate that the dimensional values would update to reflect the location of the new level marker. So let me hit escape and then do a Control Z to undo that change. Let's go ahead and save the file as Building Docs Exercise 08 Finish, and click Save after you give it a name. This concludes this exercise. Let's go ahead and take a look at next steps. Let's review the lesson objectives for Video 8. In this lesson, you were able to add slope indicators to roof elements in an exterior elevation view. We were able to edit and position the slope indicators. And then finally, we added a continuous annotation dimension string to the exterior elevation view. With that, let's take a look at Autodesk resources that are available to you. I would like to make you aware of two Autodesk resources. The first resource is the Autodesk Education Community, where you can access free software for both students and educators for titles like Autodesk Revit featured in this series. The website address is www.students.autodesk.com. Registration is required to access the free software using either your personal email address or your school-issued email address. The second resource is the Autodesk Digital STEAM Workshop. It's hands-on, project-based learning across multiple industries such as architecture, engineering, and entertainment. The website address is www.digitalsteam.autodesk.com. Registration is required to download the free learning resources using your Autodesk ID created from the Autodesk Education Community. You will find the Fundamentals of Architecture series under the Subject pull-down menu, Architecture link. Assets include step-by-step instructions, datasets, and videos. This concludes this lesson overview summary. Thank you for watching.